What's up, gamers, and welcome to another exciting edition of This Week in Madden Show 236. Boom, we are live on YouTube tonight because Twitch is down. The rumor has it SGibs tried to crash the entire internet, so I could not beat him live tonight. Thoughts?
I beat you last week. I'm 1-0 against you.
Correct, that's exactly why you would crash it. He did not deny it, therefore he is guilty. Tonight on the show, you can see on the sidebar a 3-3-5 Blitz. This is a little something extra from last week. We'll jump right into that, so don't go anywhere. We're also going to talk about attacking the 46 normal, very popular defense. We're going to talk about reading coverages. We're going to give you a little scheme from the Titans playbook, a couple different ones to show you how to score in the red zone.
You got Titan stuff?
Some run fits, some kick return defense, some PA rollout passes. All of that will be covered on TWIM 236 tonight. If you're in the chat, if you're watching on YouTube, I need a favor. Could you go over to Twitter, retweet this show, because a lot of the Twitch crowd that normally watches is going to miss out because they don't know to head over to this channel. So hopefully you can do that for us. We appreciate it. Gibbs, let's jump in first to this nickel 3-3-5 scheme. We'll pause it. We'll jump back out. Tell us the playbook. Tell us the formation. Tell us how it's different than last week. Give us all the facts.
All right, here you go. So we're taking a look at the nickel 3-3-5 normal formation. Last week we showed you nickel 3-3-5 wide. This time it's the 3-3-5 normal. And you're going to find this formation in the Bengals playbook, which is a base of a 4-3. You're going to find it in the Ravens playbook, which is a 3-4 base. And you're going to find it in the Kansas City Chiefs, which is a 3-4 base. Also to note, the Bengals book also has a 46 normal, and it also has 3-3-5 wide. So all these playbooks will still let you run the 3-3-5 wide and the nickel normal. So the formation that this Blitz is in the nickel 3-3-5 normal formation. And the beautiful thing about this is you could come out in any play to set this Blitz up. But for this example here, we're specifically going to look at Loop Crash 2. Let's take a look now. So here's what we set it up, right? The pressure off this is going to come off the left edge. But the power of this defensive formation and scheme is going to rely on our ability to play a lot of great coverage from this formation. So we'll get to that, but first let's show you the Blitz setup. So what we'll do is we'll call a base align, which is Y, and then right in the D-pad. Then we're going to call a press. Then we're going to pinch our linebackers, which is RB on the Xbox One and down on the D-pad. Pinch the linebackers. And then we're going to shift our defensive line to the left, and we're going to crash it up. So that's LB on the D-pad left, and then LB on the right stick up. Now this blitzing linebacker, he should be back here a little bit. He moved up a little bit. The next and last tip that you do is take your middle linebacker here, Minter, and then you stack him in front of the center, and you hover over the center once again. So that's the setup of the play, and you can see it's a soft squats on the outside. But what we're doing is generating pressure off that left edge. And remember, this is supposed to be based all off of coverage first, and then blitz last. Our coverage from this setup will look exactly the same. The line will look the same. We'll hover. We'll be in the same spot, but we'll drop everybody into coverage other than 3 rushers. So that's when this can really be effective, especially when we use this formation in what we consider the best way to stop sail, that ever popular concept, the halfback close wheel.
If you've been getting beat by the play halfback wheel, we're going to talk a little bit about that later, so make sure you check out our next video on that. But this is that Blitz play. Give us it one more time. Base align.
Base align. Press.
Press.
Pinch your linebackers. Slide your defensive line left. Crash it out. And then hover over the center.
So I like that you don't have to do anything either
it's
moving on the outside,
right.
or you don't have to re-blitz.
Correct. It's all just kind of manual shift the D-line, shift the linebackers. This also you can see, I think when the hover works better for the success of the blitz. But if you just were kind of out here in no man's land and just kind of hanging out and you snap the ball, you'll still have some success off that edge, like if they block shed. But the hover, you can see there, you picked it up. So you definitely want to get the attention of that center like you're going to blitz, and that will help have success. Now, the other thing I really like about this is if we want to send it both ways, what's really great is we do the same setup, which is base align, press, pinch the linebackers, shift the D-line left, crash it out. And this time we're going to global blitz that right of screen linebacker right there. Flowers, now a Patriot, no big deal. And then you're going to do the same thing here. You're going to move in, get in front of the center, and then snap the ball. You're going to go, and you're going to see where we get pretty good pressure off that edge. Now, pass protection obviously is going to pick all this stuff up. Just keep it as a reminder, like if we were to go set this blitz up again, and you block your halfback, you do all your ID the mics. I know you haven't practiced that yet.
LBA, slide it over.
Right.
You know, that's a good start.
You do your thing there, snap of the ball. Halfback will run, go pick it up, and then you can see the scramble. So that's just something to keep in mind. But this will work really well when you base it in a coverage first look. I also want to just more importantly show you here. If you want to run this from any play, you can. So take a look here. This is a cover 3 now, okay? So the same setup applies. It's a base align, press, pinch your linebackers, shift the D-line left, crash it out, global blitz the left of screen linebacker, and then now the only difference is you need to blitz that slot corner. So you can either click on over to him and blitz him, or stay on your middle linebacker and hit Y, 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 right stick down. That's a quick audible or a quick adjustment blitz of that slot corner. You do the same thing that you did before, snap of the ball. Now you're going to give him a cover 3 look, and you can see pressure off that edge. The linebacker came in through the other gap, that's a benefit, but you can do this from any play. Cover 3, cover 4, cover 2 man, whatever it is you want, you can set pressure off this edge. And then what I also will say again, it's all based in coverage. If you were to go out and run this every rip, your opponent's going to use pass protection, they're going to ID the mic, they're going to pick it up, and you're going to get picked apart. So you need to base it around coverage. The strength of this formation is coverage, 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 but still maintaining 3 linebackers, great personnel on the field.
Easy blitz scheme, 3-3-5. So now you've got 3-3-5 wide from last week. That's your more saucy every down style pressure.
Yeah, it is. I also find this is a very stout run defense. Just the alignment that you get. It's tough to round that left edge because of slot corner. And then you're kind of muddy in here, and you got 2 free linebackers, right? And you kind of get there. It's really a difficult front to run against because you got 3 linebackers all close to the line of scrimmage, which gives you good run fits with what you have. So overall, very strong defense. I think it's one of the best coverage formations in the entire game.
All right. Check that out. That's the Bengals playbook. Easily the best defensive playbook in the game for you right now.
Bengals, I'll tell you what, I'm floating around between Bengals, the Ravens, and the Chiefs because I know I want 3-3-5 wide and I want 3-3-5 normal. It's then what do I want the rest of my formations to be? Do I want a 4-4? Then I'll go to the Ravens. Do I want a 3-4 bear? Chiefs got that. Do I want a 3-4 solid? Chiefs got that. So it's changing those other formations and then turning it from there. I'm checking out the 4-6 normal because the GOAT's in it right now. The GOAT's in 4-6 normal, so I'm like, I gotta go use it because he's using it. There's got to be something good about it. So.
It's the way to go. All right, let's take a look at our next mailbag question. Remember, you can submit your questions. I post a link every Wednesday morning on Twitter. In the Twitch, we have a link to a chat command. You can dump your mailbag questions in, and we'll break them down live on the show. The first question of the week tonight is coming in from Black Bear 197. Wants to know, Gibbs, how do you stop halfback wheel? So let's go take a look at the play halfback wheel. Now, we don't have the exact play in this playbook.
The concept exists.
But the concept you're going to find across
trips.
many sets, especially trips. And the reason it's so good is because of the sail concept. So this X underplay and then this play
X
levels sail, it works very similar. And we'll talk about it.
Yeah, before we get into it, this defense piggybacks off of our blitz we just ran. Pro tip for anyone that watched last week's game of the week, I used this coverage against you all game. So just if you want to go back and see a full game of this coverage, you can go back and see what we did with ZFarls. But the play I actually... What, Farls?
Archive not found.
Oh, yeah, not sure. So...
Everybody was wide open. Tyrod Taylor couldn't hit it. If they're not using Tyrod Taylor, ineffective scheme.
Okay. So anyways, cover 4 drop, that's the play I like to come out in. So when we take a look at how to stop sail, I really like the nickel 3-5 normal, and I like to play cover 4 drop, and we'll get into exactly why here in a second. So
Bengals defense
still. Now, if you've ever faced the sail concept so far this year, you probably have ran into what you want to call in this instance the headache play of Madden 18 so far. So right here you can see we're in a standard cover 3. Snap of the ball. Wait, hold on one second. Cover 3. There's the cover 3. Now, the strength of this play is the short flat. You can snap against sail and throw the short flat right away. And that's a easy money right there. 4 or 5 yards, and you got DeMarco Murray, and it turns into more. Now, the problem that people are having is the following. You could now say you throw the route late to DeMarco Murray in the flat. You could still throw this route to Walker because that curl flat zone is kind of playing in no man's land, right? You could still throw that with an LB pass lead.
Yeah.
The way people are throwing an LB pass lead down to the sideline, and then you click on possession catch. That's where people are having success running that, and that it makes it really difficult to defend. So here you can see it one more time. You can throw that short flat right away, but then when they do that, that's where it becomes a headache. Now, the adjustments people then want to do off of that, they go, okay, let's get into let's play a cloud flat. I'm going to play a cloud flat. All right, sure thing. Go ahead. They play a cloud flat. Well, that leaves the flat open. But they're doing that on purpose. So they can be okay with that. But then what ends up happening is they run that cloud flat, and then what you end up seeing is that the corner, as it develops, it still gets open in the deep part of the sideline because the corner's so deep. So here you have it. Wait on it, down and away pass lead. Oh, man, so now my cloud flat's not playing it. So this is where the dilemma becomes. That's why this play is so powerful. I kid you not, it was 2 weeks ago when I played. Actually, no, it was a week ago. I played a game, and I had probably faced the sale concept like 10 times in a row of my 30 online games so far. And I went into and checked all the zones in the game, every zone combination. And what I found was when you play a cover 4, you have quarter flats on the outside. So take a look at these quarter flats. What those are doing is they will play man coverage on vertical stemming routes upfield. So here's what happens. Let's just run the play organically, snap the ball. I want you to take a look at what that quarter flat does. It matches the tight end. Okay, that's beautiful to know. It matches the tight end, so essentially it takes the tight end out of the equation because it matches and it's going to take him away. It doesn't have that quick cut against like a man press where he gets open. So my next step to defend this would be, okay, well, how do I stop the halfbacks route? Well, what I need a hard flat. So if I place one of these outside corners or if I place a Williams here, the strong safety, in a hard flat, that will slow down this route combination. Now, I know what you're saying. You have that whole right side open. I get it. But we're showing you the foundation to stop this setup. The hard flat takes that away. The corner takes that away. You're going to get a great catch by Delaney Walker.
I'm that good.
That's fine. I'm totally okay with you making that catch there. But what I want to show you is you're going to put two guys in an area that can make a play and stop those two main route combinations. So take a look at this. Murray, you go to the flat. Murray's going to be taken away by the hard flat, and then the corner gets taken away by the quarter flat. So that's what we're looking for. That's what we want to show you. Is it doesn't have to be the 3-3-5. I would just say go to any cover 4 from like a 3-4 set, a 4-3. Make sure those outside purple routes say quarter flats, and then just know, hey, I need to get a hard flat over there, right? So maybe it's the deep safety, or maybe it's this safety. Whatever your combination is, just get a hard flat over there, and then you'll be able to defend against that route, and then you focus on everything else.
Yeah, you need to user the deep route across the middle on halfback wheel. There's a similar route to this B route. It breaks a little bit earlier, but if you've ever been hit there by halfback wheel, you have to have the zone coverages down on the right side of the field. Mabel doesn't quite do it in the same fashion that this quarter flat and the hard flat do. So similar pattern on halfback wheel. What makes it so good is that right side, and what really makes it good is the deep tender route where B gets to on halfback wheel. The rest of the routes, the wheel, the streak, people don't really throw that streak. It's just kind of to clear things out, and then people don't really throw that wheel all that much.
Right.
If I was going to also defend halfback wheel, one thing I would do personally is I would set up that coverage on the right side of the field. I would hook curl a guy here or mid-read him. And then I like to take this far left corner who's in a deep zone because people, look, they're really not going to throw the wheel on halfback wheel. I then use her because everything's compressed to the inside,
right.
And then I look.
Got it.
Because nobody,
you're talking about gun split close halfback wheel.
Correct, correct. It's popular play, but really the play halfback wheel is so effective because of the sail concept, which you find on this play here.
It's found everywhere, basically.
And it's so difficult because that is so good, that's so good, and then you got to figure out how to slow it down.
And here's the thing. So if you're to ask me what would my setup look like, so I've messed around with a couple different combinations to try and slow this down, and one of the two is this, right? I've said, okay, I'm going to do the following. I'm going to flat kill Kirkpatrick. Then I'm going to play a man cross game. Something that looks like this. Take the deep safeties, and I'm going to man them up, and then the outside guy, I'm going to man them up here. And then this is what my shell and my defense look like. I did this quite a bit against you last week. And then you got to just make sure you don't get beat by the crossers. And then it's a confusing coverage because when it shows the previous play, it says cover 4, but then you take a look at like what's actually happening. You got a hard flat on the right, the sails gets taken away, and then when you take away someone's first read, unless they're the best player in the world, like they usually fall apart. You know what I mean? You take away that combo, like they usually don't then have a third and fourth read off it.
No, if you're using halfback wheel, unless you're a master, you're using halfback wheel because some guy ran it against you and you see it on the internet, everybody run it. So you're like, I could run halfback wheel. Bam, this is easy. That was easy. Oh wait, they took that away. That stinks.
Right.
Oh, they took the corner route. That's bad. Oh, I can throw it to Matthews B. Okay. So you just kind of really look for those three things, and you kind of predetermine if you're a bad halfback wheel guy.
Right.
And in this, user in the deep middle is good, and having those routes take away.
The next thing I want to show you what you could do is you could literally just play some type of man, like a big dime. The problem, here's what the problem happens, okay? Say if I were to say I'm going to go and, I'm going to play big dime 2 through 6, because you could play straight man against this and you'll have pretty good success because you'll take the halfback route away quite a bit, and then that tight end route doesn't always get open. It probably gets open about 40% of the time.
Yeah.
The better player you have there will get open against man. But what ends up happening is if you play a big dime or a 2-3-6 or quarters, you will get crushed in the run game. That's what happens. So what I'm finding is if you can match up with like linebackers to play some man coverage, like if I play this nickel 3-3-5 normal, and if I take this extra resource, like maybe I drop him here, if I take this safety, and my goal now will be to take away the corner. Like I have confidence that the flat route will be covered. Like I could even kind of hover here and then like, okay, that's taken, and then drop. And then drop to the next route. Like you need to have the right players in place, but don't shy away as man being a really good option. You just need to recognize if I'm playing man, I need to make sure I take away the corner to the tight end and then drift to everything else. So man can also be a really good defense to defend against it, but we wanted to show you a zone way to stop the most popular concept we're seeing right now.
All right, so the play is halfback wheel from gun split close. That's what they asked about. This mirrors it. It's the same sail concept to the right with the deep post back across the middle. Those are the three things you need to worry about. The most important thing is to get that quarter flat out there to match the corner route and then drop the hard flat to take away the quick throw. Then you use the middle. You do those three things, you really eliminate the potential of a play like halfback wheel.
And one other thing to note too, there's a lot of ways you can go out defending this stuff, but you have to have a lot of discipline wow, big hit stick right there. You have to have a lot of discipline if you want to play a certain way. So the discipline factor is, okay, if I'm going to play man, I need to have the discipline to take this resource or the safety, flash the flat, take it away, drop to the corner, take it away, and then I can go somewhere else. What you can't do is this. Oh no, there's a route over the middle. I'm going to go. You have to have discipline and stay in the corner because then you could get toasted like that. Okay, so that's where you have to have good discipline. The same rule applies if you play a cover 2 and you play a hard flat, right? If I play a hard flat, I know that I'm going to take away that route to the halfback, but I have to have the discipline. I'm going here. I am going to the corner. I'm taking the corner away. What I've learned in the past year about the best players in the world, they know the formation that they see, and then they have a user defender, and they know the route they're going to defend. They set their defense up to take away all the other options, and then they say, this is the one route I'm defending. And then they go and they just go at it. The best players in the world have the discipline there. Players that aren't the best players in the world, they get a little, like me, they get a little, roaming all over the field. I'm going to go here, dip down. So you got to have the discipline if you're going to run one of those other style defenses. With this one, we're showing the cover 4 tactic. You'll take it away, but you kind of open up to other things as well.
Good stuff. All right. Very nice question. Let's keep going through the mailbag here on This Week in Madden, show 236. If you got questions, make sure to let us know in the chat and in the mailbag. Okay, Gibbs. This one is how to check run fits. You mentioned it a little bit earlier, but to check run fits, we got a tweet from Rex. It said, PSA, R trigger or R2 and then square or X to display run fits in pre-play on defense. So let's go into the game. Shout out to Rex for that tip and see how it manifests itself. So it was easier to see run fits last year. You just held right on the right stick or left on the right stick to check the run left, check the run right. Tell us what run fits are and how they work.
So run fits are showing where your defender's assignments are if it's a run. It shows which gap they are responsible for and where they're going to go at the snap of the ball if it's a run. So to activate this, we're on Xbox, so we hold down the right trigger, and then if I want run fits to the left, I hit X and hold X. If I want run fits to the right, I hit right trigger and then B, and that shows my run fits to the right. So what this literally means is, look at the play art where everything is. If you take a look at this safety right here, where is he responsible? He's responsible for a cutback. He's also responsible, if it's a run left, he needs to get to that gap, right? You can see how things change. But this safety here, Aloka, if it's a run, his responsibility is to fill here. So here's where you get into trouble. Say you get all exotic and you're like, oh, I'm going to move this guy out here and make a huge play. Well, guess what happens to your run fit?
He's going to throw an out route. I'm going to go ahead and stand over there.
Well, what ends up happening is if you do that, your run fit in that lane is gone. And then look at it, there's no one there. So that's what run fits are. It's showing you where your defender's responsibility are in the run game. So if you go back to that same play now, hold on, right here, watch now Aloka. Aloka will get in that running gap lane this time.
He'll come down once he recognizes.
See how Aloka's there. Yeah. Right, so your run fits are where your defender's responsibilities are in the run game.
And to view them, R trigger, boom,
X or B. X for run left, B for run right.
Use it. Learn it, love it. And if you're ever facing someone who runs a real weird formation or real weird run, monster stack, or trips tight end to the right like a jumbo, check your run fits, because if you're moving dudes around, those are the formations where run fits can get a little goofy. And those are why people will use those formations and it can be so good. So you really want to check your run fits against awkward formations like that to kind of see where everything is going.
Yep.
Okay, next mailbag question. This one is from Ty Buckets. He wants a Titans offensive scheme, Gibbs. What do you got for the Titans offensive playbook?
I mean, why don't we just bring back the ISO?
The ice offense?
Bring back the ice offense. Let's do it.
Okay, so let's go through the Titans playbook real quick, and we'll highlight the formations, and then we'll give you a couple plays from each. So they have the deuce close, and they have the ace close.
Very good.
But the deuce close is a very popular formation. I ran it at the start of last year. A lot of people also run it halfback stretch, halfback wham, bench, tight end angle, and PA misdirection. You run those 5 plays. You only run those 5 plays.
You'll win a lot of games.
You master it, you win 80% of your games. You've got...
Wing tight's pretty good. It's unique.
Wing tight.
Eye tight's good.
Strong wing. Does this have a stretch?
I don't know if it's got the same kick. Yeah, no, it doesn't.
Doesn't have the same kick, but that's got some potential. Pistol, nothing crazy. So gun, they have the slot offset, which we'll go over. They have the wing slot offset, which is new and very good. I've gone over that. Gun doubles, oldie but a goodie. Trips tight end offset, which we just ran some plays from, and I think I fell in love. You have gun bunch. Anything spectacular in here?
It doesn't have bunch trail. I don't love the bunch from the Titans this year.
Gun tight flex.
Best players in the world are harvesting an offense in this formation.
Okay, we'll talk about that play. Gun monster stack, which is that one where you keep just bowling everybody over with inside zone. We'll show you how to defend that.
Great set right here. Underrated. Underrated. We're gonna go. I want to show you one of the best plays in the game. No one uses.
Whale.
Fork wheel. That's one of the best plays people don't use.
Tray Y flex, similar levels concept, and then you've got an empty set here and tray open. So first things first, we talked about the deuce close. Use that, but we'll go back to the gun slot offset number 1. I used to run this bad boy. What would you come out in here, Gibbs?
I would tell you to come out Give me the go back. I want that motion pass play. Motion pass play. So I'd come out in motion Y cross.
Okay.
So we'll just come out.
So this scheme uses a little bit of motion to the left, a little bit of motion to the right to kind of just make it awkward for your opponent.
So when you take a look at what makes this whole thing really effective, it starts with your run audible down. Your run audible down gets a motion to the right, and it'll put your halfback in motion. Then you have your second halfback. This is great for MUT. That's what's fantastic about it. You get a dual halfback scheme. So you want to kind of set the tempo and run the inside zone. And there's also an off tackle that you can come out on, so you can run with Murray right and then Henry left.
And a triple option, I think.
And a triple option.
If you want to get weird.
So that's the starting point. You want to run the ball. Oh boy. Derrick Henry, yeah? And then what you then build off of is once they get annoyed and have to stop the run, you then take a look and go, okay, I'm going to go to the screen now. Because the screen now has the same motion, halfback swing, as the run. So here it is again. It's got the same play fake. Now you throw a screen. And these screens are really effective this year. Right there, of course, the talking dog in that instance. But these screens are really, really effective in this year's game. So what you're going to find, you want to use that same motion. You get them going, throw it to him, you get the great blocking. You waited a little long there, but that's okay.
And my guy, you can target pass, but you can also just regular pass.
You don't want to. You just want to snap, let him run over there, deliver him the ball. You get your blocks. That previous play was kind of a weird setup, but you can see how effective that becomes. And then off of that, you can work another quick audible to the right is shakes, which gives you 2 tables on the outside and corner strike concept with a Z spot over the middle of the field. This is a fantastic play here because you're gonna get them to have to get so many resources in the middle of the field. And what you're now forcing them to do is you're forcing them to have the coverage on both sides of the field that has at least 2 hard flats. You're forcing this. This is what you're forcing. Give me 2 hard flats. And then pick and choose. You don't have enough resources to defend both outside corner strikes and then the post. So it becomes really daunting for your opponent to have to defend this whole little scheme here. And I just think that it's a very simple offense to run. I actually want to go and run it because I love the personnel. I love the back and forth battle of you have a mobile quarterback, you got 2 running backs. I would use my fastest halfback on DeMarco Murray's spot who runs on the motion for the screen. I'd put 2 big tight ends on the right side for my blockers. I'd put my big trucking back where Derrick Henry is for the inside runs and have that mobile quarterback. I'd put my big, like a Randy Moss type on the outside left.
Cross screen, same motion.
Triple option. You could have a corner route to motion
triple
spot.
Option.
There's the off tackle.
Boom. A regular slip screen.
I mean, it is just a fantastic offense. I'm actually surprised. I haven't seen a ton of people use it. And this is a formation or a playbook that a lot of people are using, but they haven't really defaulted to using it yet, which surprises me.
All right, so let's talk about the tight flex. PA post shot, what do you think most people like about this
Well,
set?
It's got the delayed route. It's got a deep cross. It has just about everything you want. And you can't make these hot routes, right? That's what makes them really effective. So I think first and foremost, what you're going to see people use is show the play art. You're going to get a drag to Walker, and then you're going to get DeMarco Murray on an out. I think this is pretty close to the way I would want to run this.
Yeah.
You might want pass protection, but how effective these out routes are underneath, how effective the drags are underneath, and then all these deep crossers they have to worry about. I mean, it becomes a big-time headache to defend everything that this one play attacks. Like, look at the B route. The Y route now gets open. If they are in a cover 2 defense, you can throw the X post, right? So, this time that cover 4 took away the X post, but it opened up the sidelines. Now, if I play cover 2, right, in this instance, you can now throw the route open to the X post, right? So run the setup the same again, and okay, I'm going to take away your drags underneath here, and then when he breaks, bang, deliver him the ball up the middle of the field, right? So there's a lot to like about this. You also have a bench concept you can run. Your quick audible to the right gives you a wheel to the left. Also gives you a good way to attack with A and B. It's a good levels concept right there. Still get your halfback and motion out in the flat. So how do you attack, but you still have a post? Like, headache of an offense.
Nice little play from tight flex right there. Don't forget about it. It was pretty popular last year. So in our last video, we talked about level sail. So you can check that out from the... Where are you?
Trips tight end offset.
Trips tight end offset. You have level sail, and you have X under, which is a pretty amazing play with the sail concept going to the right. And then we'll get into Monster Stack when we talk about what we want to do in the red zone, but I'm sure you've seen Monster Stack. We'll also talk about how to defend it in the next video. I would say don't sleep on this Titans playbook.
Very good.
With Deuce Close. I might look into this.
I like that it has the Deuce Close because the Deuce Close is, I think, just one of the best sets in the whole game.
Yeah, I think it's just something to get back to. And then the wing slot offset has a double post play similar.
That's similar to the other play, yeah.
Yeah, kind of similar to that gun type flex. Yep. And then you have the wheel post.
This
drag.
is the same set that's in the Seattle playbook.
Yeah. Yep. No, oh man, if this formation had a better table route, that would be pretty tight.
You can get by without the tables. Halfback outs work pretty well.
Yeah. So those are some plays from the Titans playbook. Let us know if you want to see more. Okay, we're gonna go into the next mailbag question here on TWIM 236. Todd MV wants to know, Gibbs, how to read man versus zone coverage. So what are some of the coverages you're going to see out there, and how can you read what they are?
That's a great question. I think it's one of the most asked questions we get every year. While there's no 100% way to tell the difference between man and zone, like there's just no foolproof way to know. there are some things that can aid you in knowing what you're facing. And it all starts with reading the safeties, which is your free safety here, Iloka, and then Williams, your strong safety. And then the next part of the equation is reading your outside corners, so Kirkpatrick and then Jones. Where you start when reading the safeties, you start with them first, and you need to determine, are there 2 high safeties or is there 1 high safety? What that's going to tell you, it's going to tell, is this a cover 4? Is it a cover 2? Is it a cover 2 man? It gives you enough intel to tell you what the safeties are doing, and then that can help you decipher what the underneath coverage is.
Can you go to a cover 3 to show what a 1 high safety would look like?
There you go.
So right there, that's what 1 high safety looks like. That means it's generally going to be cover 3 zone.
Or cover 1.
Or cover 1 man. After the snap is when you figure out man or zone. But if you go back to cover 4, you'll see that you have 2 high safeties. So 2 high safeties, it could either be cover 2, could be cover 2 man. But the way you can tell is that the outside corners are back. If it was cover 2 zone or cover 2 man, the corners are up more. And this is more of a general look that you see. So this is how you know it's either going to be cover 2 zone or cover 2 man. In Madden 18 specifically, with updates from last year's game, some zones will turn and play man, and that can surprise you.
Whew, yes, it can.
But one way you can know it's cover 3 is in cover 3, you look at the safety, and if he drops down or even if he starts up, that's how you know. That's kind of how I figure out what it is. But after the snap is when you figure out man or zone. Okay, they're drifting back. It looks like zone.
Yeah, after the snap, it's up to you to make a read. So there are ways that people can disguise the coverage, and it's one of the reasons why when we tell you defensive setups, we always tell you base align press. When you base align, you're freezing your defense into one default position, and why I tell you to press is because press will give you put your defenders in coverage, make it look like man. Now, one thing you'll note here that you can get reads on is take a look at this corner over here. See how he's inside the receiver? That'll give you some intel. Okay, he's not in man because he's misaligned. So that can give you some intel right there. But what you could easily combat that by baseline and pressing again, and then he goes out wide. So there's ways around and disguising things at a big time level. But what you then, it's your responsibility is at the snap of the ball. You then want to put your eyes on the safeties once again and see where they drop. Put your eyes on the linebackers. Are they dropping or are they matching? I like looking at where the halfback is, right? Because if I see this, say if I see man and the snap of the ball and I see the middle linebacker, he goes and covers. Okay, it's man. I know it's man.
Yeah.
That's how my brain reads man. If it's zone, you'll immediately see all the guys drift away from the halfback, and then you know it's open. You know it's a zone coverage.
Very simple. So keep an eye out after the snap. That's when you're going to tell man or zone. But the little things you can do before the snap are, like if it's going to be cover 3 or cover 1, you don't want to look at the middle safety deep in cover 3 to figure out whether it's man or zone, because he's always going to be in a zone. He's never going to man up somebody from that spot in cover 3. So you'd want to watch a linebacker, see if he drifts away.
Well, here's a tell, right? If say you had a baseline, in that instance, where this could be beneficial to read if it's cover 3, because this looks like cover 4, all intents and purposes. But what you get is this: if you read the safeties and you want to watch their drop step, right? If this safety drops to the middle and his step is inside, that's your tell. Okay, cover 3. And then if you watch another safety, if they step to the sideline, that's how you know. Oh, it's cover 3. If it's cover 4, they just step directly backwards. So snap the ball here. Those safeties, they just drop back. That's how you know it's now cover 4. If you want to get to that type of level of breakdown. And those are the way some people play. I mean, that's how you play when you're playing. Like if you're a real quarterback in real life, they read middle field open or middle field closed, and that's all about reading where the safeties are, and that then tells them where they can deliver. What this actually is from a technical standpoint, from a football breakdown, is okay, is the middle of the field open or is the middle of the field closed? There's a great write-up on smartfootball.com, I believe, by Chris Brown that breaks a lot of this down. So if you get middle field open, what you get, and I very well could have this backwards, but if you have middle field open, you have what we say, okay, that tells you it's cover 3. That means I can throw the seams. It's cover 3. It gives you intel of where you're going to put the ball after the snap. Okay, cover 3, I want to hit those seams. So they split the seam, deliver a strike right there. Bang, he's got big body, make a play. If you're middle field closed, in this instance, again, don't murder me here if I have them backwards, but if your middle field closed, that would then tell you, oh, I can't throw middle of the field. I'm going to go horizontal game. I'm going to attack underneath. I'm going to attack sidelines. And that's exactly what you want to do if you face like a cover 4, cover 2 man. You don't want to go deep against that stuff because the middle of the field closed. I want to go underneath into the sidelines and get away from the strength of the defense. That's the basic understanding of middle field closed, middle field open, which is kind of what we just broke down there by reading the safeties. That's the intel it's giving you. And if you want to learn more about it, I definitely recommend literally go into Google and type in like middle field open, middle field closed, Chris Brown smart football. And you should find more information on it, and it is awesome stuff.
Good stuff. Good question in the mailbag. That one will help a lot of people. Let us know if you have more specific questions. That's why I recommend calling one play and kind of sticking with it so you can learn how to read it against every coverage. Sunsy Scorpy wants to know how to give up less kick return touchdowns. Gibbs, you got thoughts on that?
How to give up less kick return touchdowns. Oh, I don't know. Let me think. Yes, it's called the Gibbs kick, and it's back for Madden 18. I've been having a lot of success with that. I'll tell you what. I haven't gotten a lot of those old school classic big hit stoics, the big fumbles, big plays like that, but I haven't given up a kick return touchdown yet this year. Knock on wood, somewhere, wherever here. I haven't given up one yet.
So head over to GibbsYouTube.com/SGibs. I think he's got a video on the short kickoff to the left side of the field where he runs down. At least you want the tight end to catch it. You might give the ball up at the 30, possibly the 35, but for the most part, you won't give up any big returns.
Well, if they fair catch it, the ball at the 35 is still, that's reasonable. That's where they get the ball default if you kick it out of the back of the end zone. So it's all gravy, baby.
Bam. All right, next question in the mailbag. This one is from War Daddy 93 wants to know how to stop PA rollout passes downfield. So Gibbs, a lot of players like to get those big play action passes where they have the deep crossers that come all the way, and then they complete them on the sidelines. Do you have anything you like to do to stop those?
Oh, yeah, of course. It all starts with my cover 4 coverage defense, baby. Nickel 3-5 normal, or really any cover 4. I think another great variety that you'll find, I think a 3-4 odd, the cover 4 from there, is a great complement if you don't have the 3-5 normal in your playbook, because it still has the same zone spread. When you take a look at this, what I mean by zone spread, cover 4 drop, 2 hooks, 2 quarter flats, right? But if you get into the business of a 4-3 normal and you find a cover 4, it'll give you the 2 quarter flats, but you don't have the 2 hooks because you got another pass rusher. So you'll lose a resource in coverage, but that 3-4 odd is a really great complement to the 3-5 normal in terms of a coverage defense. But what I like to do when defending against those deep PA crossers that everyone's facing, I like to go cross man coverage from a cover 4 drop. And again, I'm going to point back to ZFarls in the game of the week. This is how I played defense in that game. I played all coverage, and I'm going to show you what makes it so effective here. So the first thing that you need to do, and it's up to you, is you need to identify the routes that you want to take away. And this is your decision. So what you do in this instance, right? So reset your play, Farls, because you took the wrong
Got it.
fella here.
Bam.
So you want to drag Walker. You want that route to B. So say in this example, I go, you know what? I need to take away this B route to Matthews, and I need to take away the route to Eric Decker. So what I would do is I'd man my safety Aloka up here. I could man him up on Matthews, or I could man him up on Decker, whatever I want. And the same thing goes for Williams. I want to man him up on the guy that I think is going to hurt me the most here. And then I have a third route that I must defend. I have to remember the guys I cross man, and then I go, what's the next route I got to defend?
Right.
Snap of the ball, I'm going to Y. No one else on this play matters. Y is my guy. Y is my guy. And now right there, that's a deep throw. You have to throw to the deep post. So you could change it up from time to time. So in this instance, let's go, okay, let's take away the Davis route. Let's take away the Matthews route. This time I'm going to go and cover the Decker route. Snap of the ball. Okay, I have one responsibility. That's it. Do not get beat by that route. Do not get beat by that. And I have to live with that. I have to live with, okay, that crosser beat me there, right? What else can I try and do? Okay, this time I'm going to try and take away the Matthews route again. We're going to take away the Decker route, and I'm going to take away...
Do you like to contain the line at all to keep them in the pocket? Does this require you to roll out? Or
You could do that, but you can see here now, do I drop here? So this time I left that open, right? And that's a mistake by me. But the cross-man technique is, what are the 2 routes I'm going to take away? I'm going to man those guys up with defenders, right? So this instance, let's do this. Let's man up Y and X. Who's my responsibility on this play?
B.
Okay, so I have to go to B. I don't care about the other guys. Go to B. Okay, take away B. Everyone's covered. My man up didn't go covering. But the goal is this. Let's do it one more time.
I like the crossman. You have to do it from safety position.
Safety position is what you do here. So here it is one more time. So now I have to go to Matthews here. Go ahead, snap of the ball. I have to go to B. Go to B. The safety's getting messed up there. We have to analyze that of why he's not covering Y there. But let's try this right here. We'll man him up on X. We'll man him up on Y. And then contain so you can't roll out. And I'll take away Matthews. There we go. That's much better. That's what we're looking for. And now I'm over here. And then for all intents and purposes, everyone's kind of locked up and you got to make a play. So you got to find the routes you want to take away, and then you go from there. So the example here now becomes this, right? This is where it becomes a headache for people. Well, now you could audible to your quick audible to the right, right? Okay, quick audible right. So now that's your play. So now if I'm worried about this play, I have to go, okay, what are the routes that really hurt me here? Okay, it's X, and then it's most likely the A route, because the A route's going to be delayed, and the more immediate threat is this route to B. So I have to watch him snap the ball. Okay, B, go B, B, and now everyone's covered. Two guys on them, make a play. So I am using the safeties from this cover 4 normal to defend against these specific routes. And I identify I use these 2 deep safeties. I can even use these outside corners.
Right.
You could do whatever you want. And what I really like about Madden 18 this year is you have the ability to drop your corners and stuff into different zones. So what I mean by that is this, watch. So say you're in the same defense or same offensive play. I can then, now see how those outside corners are flaring and playing outside halves or outside quarters? I can make them play a cover 2 invert now from this with a crossman setup. You go to those outside corners, you could just hit Y, their icon X, and then right on the right stick. That puts them in a cover 2 invert. Or you could make your own cover 3, right? You could put them in an outside third that looks like this, right? Outside third, I can put my middle linebacker in outside third, and now I got a cover 3 from this setup, and now I use this inside hook here. So there's a lot of things you can do with that shell. You gotta be quick on the sticks though.
Yeah, and if you want to keep them in the pocket, the contain rush will help. But you also want to potentially get pressure if they stay inside, because time is what hurts you on these crossers,
right? For
sure, because they need to get all the way across the field to get effective, to get behind the zone.
Here's what I would do let me think of what I would actually do to defend this. So, because I have to take the halfback right away. So I would go over to Flowers, and I'd actually probably do this. I'd probably man up Flowers with Dunlop. I would then take Aloka. I would man up Y. I'd man up X, and then I would give my responsibility. I'd play cover 2 invert out of it if I could get the adjustment in, and I would cover B. And I would keep in mind I'd mix this all in with the blitzes I would run, and I have to cover B. Like my job is B. I clearly did a terrible job, but that's the base shell of what I would try and do. I would probably try and give you that flat. You know, maybe I'd put Flowers over here.
Yeah, you don't want to get hit by the crosser. Yeah.
You can't get beat by that flat because they'll take it all day. So then you got to watch out for this
Y route or the X potentially.
Right, but that's such a deep throw. There's not a lot of throw power right now that's going to make that throw IMO. I mean, if you start getting beat by it, adjust out of it. Like
that's not what they're looking for.
Like the strength of this formation isn't to attack you on the deep sideline. So like you could maybe mess with Kirkpatrick here. Like, oh yeah, actually you can't man him up, only on the outside right. So that makes sense. But yeah, the deep safeties in your middle linebacker you could cross man.
All right, pretty good. A little play right there and some pretty good ways to stop it, at least slow it down. In the chat right now, we're hanging out. We're on YouTube tonight, so that means that we're missing some of our Twitch folks. If you wouldn't mind retweeting the tweet I put in the chat, do your best to head on over and give it a retweet. I'm going to drop it in the chat so that anybody that's watching on Twitch is not missing out on that link.
How about on the fly, we answer a question for Gary McBride. He's a new player.
What's he want to know?
He wants to know, as a new player, should you use the best teams or use your favorite teams? It depends, Gary, what your goal is. Is your goal to get out there and be competitive and win the most games? Then you probably want to use the best team for how you play.
Falcons, probably.
Falcons are very good. And if you're out there just having a good time and you're out there and you're using it to enjoy and not playing competitive, use your favorite team. It's really up to you.
Also, you can be pretty darn good with your favorite team if they're a decent team. Like if they're the Giants or the Cowboys or the Steelers, like those are top 5, top 8 teams. You're not going to beat the best player in the world who would be using the Falcons more consistently with those teams, but you can still compete. A lot of the things your favorite team will teach you are specific game plans. Like if you use the Titans, you're going to want to run the ball with both their halfbacks and use Mariota. And you're going to have a mobile quarterback scheme that you couldn't get with the Falcons if you want to use the Panthers, for example. So there's a lot that your favorite team can teach you about the game. There'll be struggles that you go through because you're using your favorite team, but they're fun struggles because you watch them and you know what those struggles are. And you should be able to win a lot of games on the online leaderboard. And then if you get into Ultimate Team later in the season, or you start to climb up to a really high level and you say, wow, it's very difficult to win at a high level with the Bengals because they don't have enough
speed at receiver.
Speed at the second and third receiver spot, and I need a route running thing. Then you can adjust and get into that later. Right, but you're probably a long way from that as a new player. I would say just learn the game, and it's more fun to play with your favorite team, as long as you don't mind losing a little bit. Blaze88 wants to know, how do you stop jailbreak screens in Madden 18? These are new passes, or some of my favorite ways. Gibbs did intercept one last week. It was kind of BS, but he did pick one off on me last week. Gibbs, what do you do when you face a jailbreak screen?
Don't get Blitz happy. That's what I would tell you first step, right? So let me show you why, right? So if I get that Blitz I set up earlier, it's already set up, right? You run a jailbreak screen, oh boy, we're in trouble because there's not a lot of resources over there to make a play in the ball. So rule number 1, don't be Blitz happy. The screen will attack.
Identify the formation too. They're only in 3
specific
sets. This set people love to call the jailbreak screen from. So keep an eye out for this set. You see those 2 tight ends, you got to know that it could be jailbreak.
The one thing I would tell you that I think gives you a lot of success here is get at least 3 defenders in the area over there that are breaking on that side of the play. Right there, you can see that's how I got my pick last week. I put a flat zone that drifts over there, and then here's the key: I pass commit. Okay, because here's why I want that. So I actually like this 3-3-5. Once again, it's such a good set, and here's why. The 3-3-5, this guy's blitzing the outside linebacker. When I put him on a hard flat, he'll go over there. But when you pass commit, he'll break to go over there immediately. That's what I want. I want him over there to be muddy. That's 2 for 2 in a row, so it's not a fluke, boys. Okay, I really like that 3-3-5 normal. Once again, because if you don't pass commit, hold on, I'm not going to pass commit. This is what happens. Go. See how he's a little more lackadaisical right there? He kind of like hesitated versus when you pass commit, he just goes right over. So we'll show you one more time. Of course, let's see if he has any quicker of a break.
Hard flat pass commit.
He breaks and just goes over there. Now he's lurking. That's 3 for 3 with the setup. Just to let you know.
All right.
If anyone's counting, you want to go 4 for 4? And that's Vontaze perfect.
I think the people understand.
Yeah, we'll go one more.
The jailbreak screen's tough. This is my bread and butter.
Well, not anymore. That's why you watch This Week in Madden, right? Go ahead. Let's go 4 for 4. Come on, one more time. That counts as 4 for 4.
That counts. So use that, stop jailbreak screens, take people out of their offense, identify the formation, get the hard flat, pass commit, don't blitz, and you should be able to slow it down.
You got to get the hard flat over there. So this is cover 4, still the hard flat from inside. See how he's there and he makes a play on the ball. When you don't put a hard flat from inside the box over there with a pass commit, you're going to have a chance to get torched.
And for a full 3-3-5 scheme, check out earlier in this episode, 236 on YouTube, to see how to blitz from it to counter this. This is a coverage set. It can stop the jailbreak screen, but we also sent some pressure from this earlier in the show, taught you some setups. All right, next question in the mailbag. This one is from Don't Hassle the Hoff. He wants run defense out of nickel. So you showed us a little bit earlier just how the run fits work, and we showed you those buttons, but what play would you call as like a 1st and 10 run defense, and then do you have a play you would call as like a 3rd and short run defense?
What I would tell you is a really good run defense overall is cover 4 as a safe conservative run defense, and the reason for it is your safeties, your deep safeties, by default will be in run position. That means that they're looking run first, and if they don't see run, they're going to drop back into coverage. So what I like to do is I play cover 4 and bring them up just a little bit. And now I want to read my run fits. Okay, run left, where my user guy. Okay, my job is not to get greedy here. I just go there. I just attack there. If it's run right, I got to try and get here. I'll probably try and funnel a run off that right edge if it's run left versus right. But snap of the ball, you run here. My safeties are now in the box. See how my safety made the play. That's the key. Now let me go show you a cover 3. Let's play cover 3 and take a look. Only one safety now is in run fits. So this safety before, he was playing that gap there. So let's kind of bring him up again one more time. Now I'm perfect here. Snap the ball. Go. See the difference? When that safety's not in run fits, he's 2 seconds delayed. Those 2 seconds give the halfback that chance to get the extra 3-4 yards. That's the difference. Cover 4 puts your deep safeties in run position to make a play on the ball.
Now, if it was 3rd and 1, what would you do? Would you bring those guys way up? Would you try and shoot through?
I got to play for 3rd and 1.
All
Specific play. And it's not just a specific play, but it's a specific type of play. What I would tell you to look for, scan your playbook and find plays that have your linebackers blitzing and your defensive linemen dropping into zone coverage. I find that these are your best bang for your buck plays, and the reason for it is it looks like you're getting a run commit. Okay, because at the snap of the ball, I'm going to control the safety. I want to look at my run fits. See how the safety has no responsibilities, and right or left, everyone has the same gap.
Mm-hmm.
My gap is just shoot right there, baby. So I just shoot there, and I want to go into instant replay and show you why I like this. Because if it's a run, those zones on the defensive line, they're not dropping into coverage, right? Because it's a run. So they just engage right away, okay? Then you're blitzing all your linebackers, okay? So now look at that. Does that not look like a run commit?
It does.
I get very aggressive, make a play. Now I want you to do this. Now if you pass, okay? If you're going to do the best, a sail concept, whatever you want here, snap of the ball, guess what? I now have guys dropping into coverage. I'm getting very aggressive defense, but still maintaining pretty solid coverage behind it. So my recommendation to you guys, find plays in your playbook that have your defensive linemen dropping into coverage by default, not you hot running them default, because if you hot run them default, they'll drift. And then use your linebackers who are blitzing. That's one way. The other way that you want to be aggressive, just play a cover 0.
Yeah.
Play cover 0, user the guy on the halfback,
Shoot.
like this, make a play. It's the same idea. It's the same concept. You had better stick there than me.
Always.
Boom.
All right. Good tip on some run defense. I like that with the guys dropping into zones. Okay. Next mailbag question. This one is from Fake Folk JKM. Best blitz out of 335 odd. So you can just give us a quick statement on this, Gibbs. This is the Patriots playbook. We're in the Bengals right now, but the 335 odd is only found in Patriots. They have a cover 3 play. I know we ran it 2 years ago. People liked it a lot. Do you think it could be something that's useful this year? Maybe we get to it next week when we have it.
That's not the play. I can't think of the name of it, but the name of this play, it's a cover 3 shell, and it's got 2 hooks. And by default, it's blitzing 6 guys. And pressure will come off the left edge. I think that's just stock, one of the best blitzes in that setup. It's got a unique front. I forget the name of it. We'll have to go back and look at it. But again, it's a cover 3 shell. It's blitzing 6 defenders, and it's got 2 hooks underneath. And it's unique. You'll see it's got a safety and a hook and a linebacker and a hook, and it's pretty good.
We'll check into that for next week, Patriots only. LB Crossfire. Bam Bam Brendan. Okay. Next mailbag question from P. Dinham. He wants to know, Gibbs, what are the best runs in Seattle, Miami, Arizona? And so obviously we showed you a run in Seattle that we liked the stretch, but are there any shotgun runs in Seattle, Miami, Arizona that they'd have similar runs, similar concepts that you would be into?
In Seattle, I'm going to point you towards the gun. It's the gun jumbo pair. It's not called that, but it's the gun. It's the first formation in Seattle, and it's got 3 tight ends to the right, inside zone, absolute money. Your next formation, the right in Seattle, it's that. It's the stack formation we just went over.
Yeah.
It's a new formation, very good to run out of. In Arizona, I want you to go back to the bread and butter, gun split close, full back dive left, halfback power over right out of the gun split close. Fantastic. And what was the last playbook?
Miami.
I would tell you to look at the gun bunch tight end. It gives you an inside zone that's really effective towards that bunch side, and then you also can work a couple good passing plays off it. Any of those tray sets are good where you can run the sail concept to one side of the field, and then that opens up the run game.
There it is. All right, next mailbag question. Couple to go here. How to stop drag routes, which if he focuses too much on drag routes, he gets beat by C routes, and he can't cross man this season. So, Gibbs, how do you go about stopping drags?
Well, let's go what I'm dubbing the best zones in the game, the quarter flats from cover 4, right? So did you grab a play at all with...
Not with C routes.
Let's go find some.
Let's go find some good
C
C
routes. We'll
routes.
reset and let's go find some.
Boom. You know I like that play that we just showed.
Gun 2 back.
The Shakes play? Yeah.
Gun 2 back.
Gun 2 back. So, all right, let's explore this mailbag question here on TWIM 236. How to stop drags. Everyone always wants to know these crossing routes across the middle because it opens you up to C routes and then you can't cross man. So we'll look at this play, Shakes.
So we're gonna live lab this right now to try and find a solution, right? So he first wants to stop the drag and then have a defense that also defends against the corners, correct?
Yes.
So let's just don't throw the drag. I want to just see what the defense does. Does those guys match? It matches. Okay. Those outside quarter flats match the flat pattern. So now what I would want to see there, off of that, if I were to play man coverage on the outside, does that help me take away those outside corners? Because they're going to run corners. Let's see. They're going to break. Still leaves them wide open. So that's a bad answer there. The next step would be to play a cover 2. Let's try some buzz zones. So let's try this. Hold on. Cover 2 with hard flats, and then the curl flats behind it. Let's see what that looks like. That's not bad. You can still fit that in. The next step would be to play cover 2. You got the cloud flats, and then inside drop the hard flats. So that looks a little awkward, but that. Let's see. Let's see what we get here. You got the hard flats, and then you got the cloud flats. That's a great combo.
Yeah.
That's a killer combo right there. Okay, so let's start there now. Okay, we see that that's going to do a good job defending on those on the outside. So what that is a cover 2 now with cloud flats. If you get a cover 2 and you can't have cloud flats on the outside, what I would tell you to do is you need to go coverage audible down, which is Y on the stick, right stick down. That makes a hard flat, and then you hit coverage audible Y, right stick up. That'll turn them into cloud flats. Then from there, you hot route your outside linebackers to hard flats, which is A, and then left on the D-pad. And now my job here is I gotta watch A.
User the drag.
Where's A? Okay, A.
Boom. Pretty good.
The name of the game, of Madden, I need to know how to take away specific setups, specific route combos, and then who's the guy I user and take away.
Right.
That is the name of the game.
Also, show here a little bit of crossers where you would follow A, but then you would drop to Y coming across.
Sure.
Drags and crossers are difficult.
Mm-hmm.
You can also drop a QB spy that will help take it away quickly, but as a user, you need to really try and defend. You can't ever defend both truly, but you can like bluff one and you can bluff half of, or you know what I mean?
So you gotta identify who they want to go to, like
Y,
this.
Y, and then A, yeah. Boom. So that is exactly how you would shut down crossers and drags. You chill in the middle, wait, and then you pick one. And the one you don't want to pick as much as the other one is the one that's going to the short side of the field. So, like, get him on a different route so I can motion him. So, who's going to cause you less pain? Murray or Davis? Davis is going to cause you less pain because he's going to the short side of the field.
Correct.
And he'll run into more defenders over there as long as you're playing the formation equally because it's tighter and there's just more people and less space, so they're more likely to see a defender. So you would want to flash to Davis and then cover Y, where it would be the opposite the other way, and boom, then you take that away. So those are your options when defending drags. QB spy can help shut it down. The quick throw, user one, drop to the other. The one you aren't going to drop to, have a flat over there so that they run into the guy. That is how you can shut down crossers. So,
and I'll show you one more time here. Just how effective the cloud flats and hard flats can be against, specifically corner strike. I mean, I don't think it's really every type of defense. It's a pretty good blitz right there. That's a good setup right there. And then you patrol the middle. Cover 2.
Should probably stock that sale pretty good too.
We could try it. We could go back out and try it, and then you could get some good pressure. User. You can see those guys are defended against. Yeah, you're completely open in the middle of the field, but you're taking certain stuff away here.
Yeah, I mean, crossers are short. You know, drags and crossers are short. That's what you want.
Cloud flash from cover 3. Yeah, so there's a lot you can do.
Good stuff. Okay, next question in the mailbag. This one is from... be our last one tonight. K. Harry wants to know, what are the best plays in the red zone? So let's move that football on up. I know Gibbs wants to talk about this gun monster stack.
Yeah.
You want to come out in inside zone?
So the problem here's the problem that when people first face doing this is that when you hit B here, you look at the personnel, it's got 3 receivers on the field, right? Mm-hmm. So it shows 311 personnel. So when people see that, they immediately we don't have $1 in this defensive playbook, but they might go to a quarter as $1. And what ends up happening is if you don't base a line, we'll first show this part of the tip. If you don't base a line, you just get Pancake City, right? So that's the first thing. Like if I'm just in this and I'm not base aligning, like you're gonna get in trouble here. And in this instance, of course, we stop it. But you really want to base align your defense to get them more adjusted. Like you got to get guys in the box. This is by design. Like get them in the area, and
that's what happens.
That's what happens. They get absolutely destroyed, right? So that's where you want to try and stop it. That's why this is going to be a very good red zone offense, because you're going to force your opponent to react quickly to get into that proper alignment, or else that's going to happen. So that's the first thing to note, and then we'll get into why we think this is a good red zone offense.
Boom. Monster stack, base a line against it. Let's go up into
basically a freebie. It's like a freebie.
The red zone. You should get some free yards early.
You should get a freebie out of this based off of it. The first time you come out, especially online, your opponent might not recognize what they need to do, and then you could just get the quick inside zone or the quick screen really easily, right? So here it is again. I don't do my proper adjustment. No baseline. This time you're able to get inside, right? Now, the other thing you could do off of this is the screen. The screen game works fantastic, right?
I know, but you can't quick audible, right? You're just stuck. I'm just stuck in...
Sure, but you come out.
Yeah.
So right there, that you can see how Pancake City, right? Now, when you come out in...
it's the name of my favorite breakfast restaurant.
Pancakes?
Pancake City.
Is it? So let's show Blitz here.
It is Gibbs.
What is?
It is.
And now right there, I was baselining and I was getting Pancake, which that's weird. But here's the tip. The tip to defend that is you come out in a base personnel, like a 4-3, 3-4. That'll give you the better chance of stopping the formation.
Of stopping something like the gun monster stack.
Yep.
Now, if I come out in a PA screen, or would you come out in PA stutter go?
I'll come out PA screen. Okay. Fantastic. These screens this year are just really, really good. So if I come back out here, I get my box closer here with a baseline, get guys closer to defend against it. Screen City, wrong side to throw the screen.
You like it that way?
Oh, give me the other side, baby. Give me the other side. Give me the more blocker side, baby.
It's a weird... I don't like bubble routes as much as I like that X route.
Oh, my... The bubble is juicy. Throw it. Oh, it's juicy. Look at that.
It's spicy.
Just trust it. It's one of those trust it photos. But this combo of the inside zone and then the quick bubble screen is really effective. And I think that, again, it kind of gives you that freebie one-time drive, one-time play to catch someone off guard. And if they don't know you're in the Titans playbook, like you could catch them off guard. And that inside zone is really good. Can you actually hand the ball off by holding A? Just try it. Okay.
No.
Okay. All right. That's what I was seeing. Sometimes, that can happen. But
could happen.
Monster Stack is a pretty good formation. And I'm sure a lot of people have seen it online. Something they could... It's also a really good solo offense.
Pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good. Next play in the red zone I just want to cover real quick. I want to go to something not as much. Let's see if they have it in tray. Open. Y corner. So Y corner, always a popular red zone play, something we like to go to. The question will be for Delaney Walker, can you just high point this throw? Is high point still going to be effective? Are you going to low pass when you accidentally mean to high point because it's LB and left stick up instead of just being LB? You have to make sure you get very tender with where you want to throw it. Is that an option?
Is he tall enough? Yeah.
Is he tall enough? Or are we now at a point where you're going to start throwing target passes?
Sure.
Like out of the end zone? Like, is that the rub where I try and actually hit this Gatorade bucket, but these 3 routes on the right, even if it's just 2, the corner route with those 2 guys coming across the middle, those are things that are very effective in the red zone. I use a lot of different tools, a lot of different tactics to score from different areas of the red zone, and you got to just kind of be ready for that. So let's say if we throw it almost out of bounds,
maybe.
can you turn them around?
I find target passing really hard. I just don't know if I'm good enough anymore.
It's so hard.
I don't know if I'm good enough anymore, man.
I mean, I'm one of the best in the world at it, and
you threw 17 picks, I thought.
I threw 8, but I got 9 turnovers, so I easily won the match.
Oh.
But that was actually a pretty nice little target pass.
It was. I like that.
I mean, who's better than me at target passing? Name somebody.
Kirkpatrick.
False.
Mole.
That's a little concept I like out of the red zone, so keep that in mind. Dre Kirkpatrick.
Making plays. Bye.
Okay. That is it for mailbag questions. Are there any more questions in the chat? Remember, we're on YouTube tonight live. Twitch was fixing up some stuff, so we went over, because we don't miss Wednesdays.
The best is your
so
archive.
Make sure you subscribe to the channel and follow that bad boy.
Archive will be up right away.
Show will be ready to go. Hopefully people are watching live because they RT'd that bad boy, which I just put in the chat. Let's get into the game of the week. Gibbs, what do you say we go Titans playbook? I play offense, you coach me up.
Okay, you going to play defense too?
Yeah. Can you coach me up on the 3-3-5?
Yeah.
Bengals?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Should we play a regular head-to-head game? Or should we just go ultimate team? I don't even think I have the playbooks, is the question.
All right, yes.
I do have some coins, though.
So then you could go play now. Then do play now, sure.
Maybe we should just we'll get ultimate team.
Okay.
What do you think?
Sure. Why not?
All right, let's pick up some
What
playbooks.
controller are you going to use?
I don't know. Whichever one gets me online. You think we can do this?
Yeah. I think so.
So we'll go Titans offense.
That's what you want to run?
I mean, that's kind of the scheme we just showed. Unless you think we should
go
Seattle.
I kind of
go
want
Seattle.
I kind of want to look at I want to try that gun 2 back. I mean, I would prefer you run Seattle because it's, I know it better at this point. But I don't know.
Yeah, let's run Seattle.
The gun 2 back is going to be fun to run. You got the deuce close, which we can have you run, but I'm not fully entrenched in that gun tight flex yet. You got trips offset, which you can run, but I can really get you going in the Seattle offense.
Okay, let's do it. So Seahawks offense. I actually might already have the Seahawks offense.
Might as well pick it up.
Just in case.
And then Bengals D.
Bengals defense.
Yeah.
The 3-3-5 is going to be you yelling a lot of setups at me.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes.
The good thing about the 3-3-5 is there's a lot of room for adjustments. It's a defense that you like a lot. You actually used to run 3-3-5. It used to be your baby before the dollar or 146.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
It's the same reason you like it because you get that extra resource.
Bengals defense not gonna come cheap. Really, no Bengals defenses?
Wow. Well, looks like you're gonna have to go Ravens or Chiefs, brother.
Wow.
It's popular. You're gonna have to go.
The people I don't have every.
Go Chiefs because it'll give you $1. Ravens doesn't. It's got 236. What do you think? You already have it?
Nah.
How good is a fidget spinner?
It's pretty solid. Chiefs defense for 49 undo.
Zen.
Yo, boy Reese, the Giants' offensive playbook's not that great. It's not that great.
I feel like it was better last year. I remember it was kind of unique a little bit last year.
It really changed it up quite a bit. I think you can do slightly better.
Wolf in the chat. Wolf wants to get a game of the week with you. When are you ready to play Wolf?
I bet he does.
When are you ready to play Wolf?
Never ready to play Wolf.
You heard it here first.
Wolf was a garbage can.
Yeah.
Wolf was an absolute garbage can.
That's not
teammate
nice.
In Mud Squads.
What? Why?
Horrendous.
Why are you saying that?
He threw the match. He quit.
What do you mean?
He quit. That's how bad he was doing. He was a garbage can. I love him, but...
What do you mean he quit?
He quit.
Why?
Because he threw 4 picks. After the 4th one, he left the match.
He left? Well, how much time was left?
3 minutes, something like that.
Okay. All right, Farls, you ready for this? All right. Offensively, we're going to... Okay, ready? Let's go over the game plan. Ready?
Okay.
Offensively, we're going to come out and we're going to get you... Do you have a mobile quarterback? Like somewhat mobile quarterback?
Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah, that works. We're gonna get you. We're gonna get you in the deuce close. Get you in the rhythm and flow of the game. Okay. When we gotta go passing, we're gonna have the mindset that we can go go to gun bunch, okay? And then from gun bunch, we can go to gun bunch tight end, and we go to gun tight slots. You have to have that mindset, okay? That's what you're thinking. Right?
Titans O.
No, Seattle O.
Seattle O.
KC defense with an asterisk that's quasi Bengals defense. We want it to be Bengals, but yeah.
But I just don't have every playbook because I'm just just a man of the people.
All right, we got a game here. Ender Bomb. He's got. Ooh, look at that. Jerry Rice, GOAT. Matty Stafford, Marshawn Lynch. AJ Bowie?
AJ Booyah? Yeah.
Hey,
not bad.
All right. Bring back the chat over there.
Let's get the chat back up, folks. This is your TWIM 236.
Can we do
game of the week?
I'm the head coach, right?
I will do whatever you tell me to do, sir.
All right, we're gonna
I will
Gibbs
not
kick.
kick short.
We're Gibbs kicking.
I will
So
not
sky
kick
kick.
short.
Sky kick. Okay, just aim it all the way left.
All the way?
All the way left. You don't even have to worry about
Okay.
it. I want you literally you're gonna hit it as fast as you can again, and then you have to hit the timing on the way back down. Yep, and now hit it again. You did. Great kick. Money. You can't click on the B right away.
Because you gotta wait for the camera turn.
Now get over there. Go. Make a play. 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 Oh, how good does that feel though? Is that
Gronk?
Is that exciting though?
I've never felt like I lived like that.
All right. Let's go to formation.
Okay.
All right, go to nickel 55.
Okay.
Just make sure your guys are in where you want. What do you got? That's pretty good. Barr could be a really good user.
Yeah, he's bad though.
Okay.
It's like 70 overall.
Keepley's pretty good. Okay, yeah. Cover 4. Cover 4. Drop. Cover 4.
I couldn't find
Call
it.
timeout.
I couldn't find it.
Call timeout.
I can't. Let's
You
just...
said you'd listen.
I would.
You're not doing this whole routine.
Waste of a timeout.
Remember, you're going to baseline on every play.
Baseline.
I'll tell you when to press, but you're going to baseline every play.
Cover 4 drop?
Yeah.
Baseline?
Don't pick your play before they pick theirs.
Baseline.
Baseline.
That's it.
Pinch your line, shift it to the left, crash up, and then get in.
Juked pretty good. I was very good at following
you're
instructions.
pinching your linebackers, you're shifting your line left.
Pinch my linebackers.
Yes. Pinch linebackers, shift line left, crash out.
I have not followed every instruction. Base a line, pinch my linebackers, shift my line left, crash them out.
Yep, and then don't
and then lurk.
Yes.
Give me that. Oh no.
And this one caught by Cameron Braid.
When do I have to send the slot?
We're not blitzing yet. We're getting a rhythm. We're getting a feel for what this guy wants to do.
Gotcha.
Just the first quarter, but tackling.
Cover 4?
Yep. Baseline press.
Baseline.
Same thing with linebackers.
Linebackers down.
Every
shift my
time.
left, crash out.
Get in there.
And they get in the belly.
Yeah.
He's gonna run that.
It's fine. We'll make a play. Let's go.
They were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and wearing
That's not bad.
You got good coverage. Got good coverage.
That's not bad.
All right.
Most people just throw me the ball right there.
This is what you're gonna do this time. You need to cross-man your safeties on the tight end and the slot receiver. Yes, you are. Do it. Get the setup.
And I gotta do all that other stuff too?
Yes. Go. Quicker. Go. Cover it. Yeah. Cover that guy. I mean, do you see how now, you take those guys away? He didn't have a lot of options to go places.
Yeah.
Okay? This time, I would love a same style defense, but give me a hard flat because I think he wants to throw the halfback.
Okay, hard flat?
So you're going to do a hard flat, but man up the guys, and then
hard flat who?
the coverage.
Coverage
Cover
down?
double down. Yeah, hard
Okay,
flats.
2 hard flats.
Yeah, cover double down.
Okay. Base a line, hard flat, crash the linebacker down, line left.
Get on him.
up.
You didn't cross man.
Not yet.
Quicker. You gotta cover the right guy. Right receiver. No, there you go, that's fine. Money.
Good D.
Alright. We're gonna do the same thing. This is your responsibility. You have to take away either the far left receiver or the far right receiver.
Okay.
We're gonna identify the formation and then take one away where we think could be us.
Okay.
Same setup. Man up the slots.
Baseline,
flats.
hard flats,
Man up the
linebackers
slots.
down, this guy.
Man up the slots.
Up.
They definitely were on that play. How about that?
Give me
Far left,
take
far
away,
left, far
take away
left.
Rice.
Use
Take away
far
Rice.
left.
Take away Rice.
I know.
Throwing on third down.
Ew!
You're gonna live with that. You'll live with that.
I know, but I'm not gonna be happy about it.
I know. I don't even know what he threw there.
Ugh. I feel icky.
There's a hook right there.
And the Jays
Ugh,
have taken
gross,
the
huh?
early lead.
He's going for 2.
What a
Now they
jabroni.
position to get the
That's fine.
football to start the game and score.
Go to 3-4 bear. Yeah, 3-3-5 wide. 3-3-5 wide. Call the hit call A. Hook zone linebackers global. Flat the outside corners.
And they end up in the end zone.
I think I didn't go hard. I know I got 5.
From the gun, here's Stafford.
No,
Ew!
no.
And it moves the lead to 8-0.
No.
So they get in for the
Alright,
opening drive.
we can get 2.
And they go for 2. They
We can get points.
That's fine.
over there. They said, we don't need you this time.
Kickers? Who needs kickers for PATs?
Nice now.
We want them for
His 2
field
scoring
goals,
plays, no
not
bueno.
for PATs. They went for 2 and got it.
Come on, baby. Come on.
Okay.
All
Are we
right, deuce
going,
close. Deuce close, baby.
You sure?
Yeah.
You don't want to open it up?
No,
Shotgun
no,
bunch?
that's not how this offense works. Deuce close.
Deuce
All
close.
right, yeah.
How about the response? Big time return.
Kelsey, yeah.
I start.
All right,
Davis go.
flip it. Flip the formation.
Yeah? Tight end angle?
No.
What do we want
First page.
Okay.
PX post cross.
Okay.
Hot
You know how
route-
to run this?
Oh yeah, hot route to far left. I just put a video up on my channel today.
I invented
No, you did not. I started.
We have
running
10
last-
seconds. Stop arguing.
Hot route wide to an in. Roll out to the right.
Roll out right.
Yeah, make a read. I can't tell you who to make a read on.
Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding
He's
the
got in
pressure
there.
right.
Throw it away.
And he's taken
Good find.
down,
That's fine.
trying
Good
to do a little too
All right,
much,
hit B.
getting outside of the pocket,
Then go gun bunch.
and it results in a sack. Corey Peters.
We just start and
Gun
go
bunch.
bunch next time.
Continuing
Okay.
to
Flip it.
fight downfield. The
Bunch
big
trap.
tackle gets him for a loss of 11.
Let's hot route the halfback to an out. Let's just see what he's in. All right, I want you to audible over X left and then call timeout.
Yeah.
Call timeout.
Now Rodgers
So,
not pleased with the stop.
X
He's gonna
left.
take a timeout.
Sorry,
And
but
that's
X
their
left is
second
go
charge
to.
timeout
I should have
here in
said
this
go to
first
gun bunch
quarter.
tight end, and we're gonna go
One
to
remaining.
Not quick audible. You meant
the
whole
play action play.
formation.
Yes. So go back, bunch trail again.
You think he's gonna recall man?
Yeah. Bunch trail again. Flip it. All right, give me. Let's see it again real quick. Just
Okay.
get the audible ready to the next formation. Yeah, he's in it. Go to bunch trail, and you want to go to PA boot over. All right, I want you to motion. I want you to hot route Gronk to a drag. I want you to block Johnson. I want you to motion Evans left. We're gonna try and hit Evans down that left sideline.
And they'll send the slot
Tell me
in
when to
motion
snap it.
left.
Snap it now. Hit him. Hit him.
Now Rodgers
Trust it.
throwing on
Great
second
play.
down.
Good job.
It's caught by
Okay.
McKinnon.
Feet right.
Okay, first of all,
And he'll be
I'm not
out
gonna say this again.
past
You
the
possession
35.
that.
Yeah.
A good
Okay,
pickup
you
there,
rat caught that.
18
Bunch trail.
yards as they
I
go.
wanted to
No,
possession.
no, go me Z spot and go. You possession that always. Do never rack that again, you greedy man. All right, slant Gronk. Give me a snap throw to Brown. Go.
He whipped it. And he missed it.
So he's ready for that. So he's aware of that. That's cool. Okay.
And he will have first
Bunch
down
trap.
yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Bunch trap. Yep.
They give him 13
Okay. I want you to I want you to keep the halfback blocking.
Okay.
I want you to just take Jones, motion him. Motion Jones left, please. Just do it. If we get time in the PP, the poly pocket here, we're in a crib shot to Jones.
B?
Yeah,
You
go.
don't want me to motion?
No, just do that. Go.
I'm looking for B.
You got to make a read. If other guys are open, go. But I want you to potentially go to B. You
Rodgers now on first
got time.
down.
You got him. You got him.
Looking downfield
Late,
for
but it's
Jones.
Doesn't even help. I just threw it anyway.
If you threw it when I said throw it,
Touchdown, New York.
you would have had a
Go for
better
two?
pass lane upfield.
Clam?
No, give me this formation here. Go down. I want Gronk at this route, but you're not gonna have time. Just call it jet 6 drive. It's a drag him out back in the end zone. Throw it to him.
Can we just run inside zone?
If it's open, sure.
And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point
What's the route?
I want you to throw to Tammy back in the end zone. Crib shot. Do it. Go. Go.
Is it high?
Go. Hey.
High point?
Yes.
Rodgers again now. And that is caught.
See, this is. It's fine.
It's my fault.
Incomplete.
You gotta let him. You gotta let him clear through more. That'll come with practice, which is fine. That's totally fine. That'll come with practice. You gotta let that clear out more. Sky kick left. Yeah, Gibbs kick it. Go.
That'll get it.
No, that's still fine. That'll be a good one.
Away and off it goes.
Down next play. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my
This will be
god.
Oh.
And out now comes Jacksonville.
Okay, you want to go 3-3-5 wide, or what do you want? Ooh, no, give me the cover 4 from 3-5 normal. Yeah.
And when you start
Cover 4.
plotting for this
Bring the
drive,
safeties
you
up a little
start
bit.
thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going
Do
to
your same setup with your
Go away
linebackers
from
and
what you
D-line.
did
Bring these safeties
before
up a
because
little
that
bit.
worked, but you have to be
Bring your
prepared for
position.
wrinkles and counters
Aggressive.
because you know they'll make some adjustments.
I take with a hard flats and cover corner.
On first down, Stafford here.
Big, 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 big.
So you know what I'm saying there? If you, I would in that instance next time take away the hard flat and then you just bail in the corner.
I know our vantage point might be
Or
a
in
little bit
post.
better
You gotta
way up
discern.
here, but that looked
Or
like an
you,
ill-advised
if you got
throw.
time,
We
you
hadn't
cross
seen
up to the
anything
far
like
left.
that. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
I want you to go 3-3-5 wide. Do you remember the setup?
No.
Baseline press, spread linebacker, shift line right, crash it right, global backers, global blitz right. No?
We'll play.
3-zam blitz.
All right. I'll pick it and then tell me.
Yep.
All right.
Baseline press, spread backers, global
Second down.
yellow, global blitz right, shift line right, crash right. Getting hover.
To throw again. Stafford. Going on
X SWAT, X SWAT, X SWAT.
So the long
Okay.
attempt
Baseline press,
Okay.
spread backers, global
One of the toughest things
global
about
blitz right,
playing defensive back
shift
is
line right,
pattern
crash right,
reading,
hover.
trying to figure out what they're doing, and on that
Baseline
one,
press,
that
spread
defense
backers,
Ball right
just
now.
sending
Okay.
the guy downfield with the
Baseline
in-route
press,
accompanying it,
spread
would be
backers,
called a dagger
global
route,
backer,
trying to hit the guy
global blitz
underneath,
right, shift line
after the
right,
clear out.
crash right, hover.
In this
Get
case,
the
though, they're not
cover.
able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the
No
guy
pick.
on the fly.
Stevie, go.
Heavy traffic and
Stevie
it's
out.
intercepted.
Okay.
Okay. Alright, here's where we come out. Give me gun, trips, tight end offset.
7-yard line.
Come out in it.
Trips, tight end offset. Good alignment here. Yep, call it. X under for me. Thank you.
I love X on.
Yeah. Alright, let's see what he gives us. Hold on.
You guys call him a lot of man.
It's fine.
Must be a fan of the show.
Okay, ready? Give me. I don't trust me here.
Bomb it deep to
Hold on,
Antonio Brown.
Hold on. Give me a hook on Brown. You can do the same thing with Evans. Give me a smoke screen, which is right trigger.
The play
Make a
clock's
play. Make a
running
read. Yeah.
down.
A lot of things open.
So
X is
the
open, but that's
INT
also
is
open.
Rodgers. Underneath for
Good
Johnson.
read.
Great stick work too. You got it. Great stick.
All right, we're gonna go back to that same play.
What is it
Which
again?
is the
First set.
first set, but give me Gronk there, not the other guy.
Kelsey.
The Giants are in for 6.
Okay, the same play.
What's the importance there in the
Go.
passing game?
But hurry, give me time. Give you your time to run the play.
Where is it?
Jet 6 drive.
You didn't tell. You.
No, you're subbing in the other guy. All right, let's go. Drag B.
I was trying to get Mike.
Drag B.
Mike Vrabel.
Drag B.
Mike Vrabel.
All right,
LBA.
he's gonna go to A. I just test his user. Go. Let him run the baseline and then high point. Let him run the baseline. Test his user.
It stinks.
See?
Let's go.
See how difficult that is to defend? Test his user.
Let's go.
Makes up for the earlier
Yeah. Short kick.
point try.
Yeah, give kick. Let's go. Call it the Farls kick. Farls kick. Make a play. Big hit. 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 Come on.
Deion Jones. One time.
Get there. One down. One down.
Oh! Wow.
That's so much fun. Isn't that fun?
Devastating.
Isn't that fun? All right, we're gonna do this again. All right,
Play.
3-3-5 wide. 3-3-5 wide. 3-3-5 wide.
Okay.
Sam blitz. Baseline press. Spread backers. Global backers. Global blitz right backer. Shift line right. Crash it right.
Okay.
That's just set up right.
Baseline, press, spread, global, crash, down, or no, right.
You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can run any offense.
Joey Bosa.
Hold on. Baseline press. Spread backers. Global blitz. Shift right. Crash right. Yeah, that's the flow. Give me cover 4
From
3-5 normal.
okay.
Baseline
Come
press.
forward drop,
Yeah.
baseline press.
Pinch backers. Give me a little crossman here with deep safeties on the outside corners. You have to watch.
I forgot about the D line.
You have to watch Williams. Watch the far right receiver. That's it. Pick it. That's the guy you have to watch. That's your response. You got hung in no man's land.
Oh, far right. I thought you meant far left.
Yeah.
Okay, 3-3-5 drop.
No, we're gonna go cover 2. Go down. Go down. 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 We're going loop crash. Here's the baseline press.
Yep.
Pinch backers.
Okay.
Shift line left. Crash out. Hover. Baseline press.
Baseline press, shift
Pinch
line
backers.
left, pinch backers, crash.
Crash out.
up.
Hover. Get there. Hover. Get there.
Sweet.
It's fine.
I I am great at hit stick.
He's gonna go no huddle. Go. Set up. Set up.
Baseline, press, pinch backer,
Pass
shift left, crash out.
Huddle.
Pass him in.
Make a play over the middle of the field. Good heat.
You told me I was expressing myself on hit stick.
Don't pay attention to the game.
I like to read the chat.
All right, give me 3-3-5 wide. 3-3-5 wide.
Okay.
Sam Blitz play.
Yeah.
So don't pick it yet. You need to global backers. You global zone your backers first.
Yeah.
Pinch your line and crash it down.
Pinch
Global
your
backers.
line, crash it down.
Pinch your defensive line, crash it down.
Pinch your
Global
defensive line, crash it down, global backers.
zone the outside guys if you can, but I don't
I
think you
can.
can. I know you can. I know. I agree. I know you don't know, and I'm not going to criticize you for it. You have to work on it. Your ability to make hot routes has gotten worse over the years. You got to get in the
I
practice.
keep changing every time I get them down.
Same blitz again.
Okay, what am I doing?
Same thing.
Base of line,
Press.
press.
You're going to pinch your new line, crash it down, global zone your linebackers, usually the deep safety. Get that guy up in the play a little bit. Yeah, get him there.
He's gonna throw backside.
That's fine, that's fine.
Backside slant, Jerry Rice. 100% chance. Vert hook.
Pay attention. Pay attention.
Base of line. Show blitz.
Yeah.
Base of line. Show blitz. D line down. D line
Show
crash
blitz?
down. I didn't mean show blitz. I meant press.
Get the safety in there.
I'm offside.
Get the safety in there.
He's up.
Look at the moves.
Drop the rock. Yeah, to global zone your linebackers. RB up the right stick.
Ready? It's very important you get the hard flats there this time because your hard flats are wide open. So that's why you almost let up a touchdown.
You're the coach.
So I know, but you can't get them in. So this time you're going to get them in. You're going to do the same thing. Sam blitz and do the other thing, but get the flats in on the outside
By
corners.
the guys?
Outside corners.
How do you...
Click onto them. Do it.
What is it?
Call timeout. Call timeout.
I got it.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
You didn't hook
Yes, I
zone.
did.
No, you didn't, and that's
I
why
didn't
this guy's
global
open.
yet.
I know.
did. Yes.
Because you sit there and you fart around for the first
No.
3 seconds of play, not do
You
anything.
told me to... What did you tell me to do? Did I get the hard flats in?
I told you to do the other
Or
setup.
did I get them in, coach?
Do the setup, base setup, and then get the hard flats in. Get the hooks in. It's all for nothing. You don't get the hooks in.
There. I'm all over that. Dude, I am all over that, bro. Alright.
You know what it does? It gives you a boost.
I don't
A
think-
huge win for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But
Oddly.
Farting around.
Oddly.
You're not really farting around. I'll give it to you. You're working. You're
I'm
working.
trying.
You're
I'm
working.
the hardest working man in showbiz.
You're working right now.
I just gripped this.
Hot rod. Stick. Ooh, stick. Alright, give me a little deuce. Give me a little deuce. We're gonna go back to that same bench for me. Can you bench?
Yeah.
I want you to. Let's read the defense first. I want you to flat both outside guys, and if he gives you a man, you're gonna throw a corner open. He's in man.
You
set
said
the
you
play.
did say flat both outside guys.
No. Okay.
You did say
sure,
flat?
Sure. Tight ends. Flat them. You gotta have a good down and away pass lead to either Jones or
Julio?
Brown. Either one.
What should I do with the halfback?
Just block him. Go. Yeah, I'm open, but that's fine.
Block him.
Get out of bounds.
That's right.
Alright, I want you to come out and wham. Eyes on the game, read the defense.
Okay.
You're not reading the defense.
I was reading the chat.
Flip it. Go.
That's just...
Go.
I know, but...
Alright. Alright, come out and go down and go. Come out in the black stretch to the right. Sorry, stretch right.
Stretch to the right. Titans offense.
No, Seattle offense.
Seattle offense.
Quick audible right. Swing the halfback left. If it's man, you can look to Brown. If it's zone, the flat underneath is gonna be wide open. Go.
It's man, Brown.
You might have a pop pass to Kelsey too if it's cover 2. Go. No. RB. That swing gets so open because everyone drifts. All right, come out and stretch.
I'm 5 for 5.
I know. You're fine. You're fine. Come out and stretch. Let's read the defense. Flip it. Flip it. Go left. Yeah, go. Go. Good read. Good read, Farls. Give me wham. Let's read the defense. Where's the D tackle? Yeah, you're good there. Run it there. Nope, nope. Flip it. Playmaker right. Or play action audible right, tight angle. Just run the 2. Sorry, I verbal vomit there.
Okay.
Come out and wham again.
Clam it. Clam it right up the middle. Wham stuff.
Let me see what he gives you. Quick audible right. Show me it. Flip it. Playmate or hot route Johnson's flare right. I really think you might have a Gronk in the seam here, but you should have Johnson underneath.
High point Gronk though?
Yeah. But let's see. Nope. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. All right, come back. Give me go down. Give me bench. Just give it to me. Give me bench.
You're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Give me playmaker, quick audible right. Give me X audible X playmaker or the next formation. Down. Yep. Go. 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 Might have to call T here. Go. Come on, yeah. Go. No huddle. No huddle. No huddle. No huddle. Same thing. Go to that formation. Go to play action. Yep. Hot route Brown to an in. Go. Play action. Go. 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 Make a play. Make a read. Post. Middle. Post. 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 Why?
Oh my god. He was so open. That's stealing. That's stealing! Okay, we're in a weird score situation. I'm up 4.
Yeah, give me this. Give me gun bunch.
Can we just run it?
Give me gun bunch. Come out in Z spot and go. Gun bunch. Gun bunch. You don't call a timeout. Call a timeout. You do not have enough time to read the defense now. I know. Too bad.
That's the game.
That's you.
No. That's the game.
Kick the field goal.
That's the game. I'm disgusting. I'm disgusting.
No, I didn't say you're disgusting.
No,
that's disgusting.
I'm disgusting.
You are?
That was disgusting. Kick off middle?
No. Shorty to the right. Shorty to the right. Shorty to the right.
Too much?
I mean, it's fine, but it's not optimal.
I like a little mayonnaise on there. So hot potato. Stevie Atwater? Big hit, Stevie.
See, that's how you know you're in their head. You know you're in their head? All right, give me nickel 55 again.
Wide or right?
Yeah, do by normal.
Okay.
Wait, yeah. Give me. I want you to set the blitz up. It's baseline press. You gotta learn how to do it.
Okay.
Baseline press, pinch your backers, global blitz left, shift line left, crash it out, and you need to blitz this guy. Cover. Did you blitz in?
Oh, we're in. We're screaming.
That's fine. That's fine. That's good. Same setup. I want the same thing again. He's gonna go no huddle. I want the same thing. Go.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Yeah, that's fine. Go. I want the same setup. Give me the same setup.
He's gonna
go. Do it. Covered all down. Covered all down. Right. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You got a first down. Coverage this time. Remember coverage. For coverage. I want you to cross man, but I don't think you're going to get it in. Tight end and RB. Now, just get back. Get deep. Get deep. Get deep. Get deep. You're welcome. Good job. Great job. Great job.
Good deep. Good deep. Once I got stuck on that guy, I knew.
All right.
I
gun
knew.
bunch. Gun bunch. You're going to go bunch trail. We're gonna
45 seconds, no timeouts.
Got it. I'm the coach. Bunch trail. Flip it. Flip it. All right. I want you to go to the gun bunch tight end, which is X formation to the left, and I want you to PA all across, which is RB boot over. All right. I want you to drag Gronk. I want you to block. I want you to put Johnson on the option route. I want you to motion him out to the left. If you get time in the pocket, you're gonna hit Jones for a TD, or hit it underneath cross. Go. coverage. Roll. No, not there. Why? Definitely why. Make play go away.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
It's okay. It's alright. It's alright. Play defense. Play defense.
Will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
First thing
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons.
Cover
Quarterback
4.
gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot.
Don't press. Back him up. I don't want to get BT.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Gotta know that you're open, otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll set up the screen to Lynch.
I wanted that halfback to go to the right.
You're gonna play a little M&M here out of it. You're gonna go cover 4 audible the man, and then use it the left outside linebacker. Don't let him know you're on him.
Get out there, stop the offense, but you typically run out.
That guy's blitzing. This outside linebacker.
That's why he came right out throwing the football.
Shift line left. Shift line and pinch linebackers.
And he did.
Make a play.
Now
Make a play.
first
Come.
down,
Pick it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Good change up. Let's go.
Good call.
All right.
All right. Bunch.
I want you to go. I want you to gun second formation.
Get the football back.
Nope. Third formation.
Jailbreak.
Yep. Fourth formation. Yep. Go.
Think it's there.
It's fine. Yeah. Run it. Go. Run it.
They go back to the air.
We like this.
No huddle. Quick audible right.
No gain
Quick
on
audible.
the completion.
Right.
Second
Stay
and
right.
10.
Got it.
Street Brown. We're gonna go for one.
I think we got a shot.
Go. Yeah, we got
I
it.
think
We
we
got
did.
it. We got it. Yeah, you got that. What do you?
I.
That's when you have a lot of fun playing on that
What?
side.
It's a dog.
And this is caught. I think he got that one really
You didn't make me use
Happy
that
feet.
timeout.
Well, no,
field.
that's you.
9 for 10.
That's good job. Good job.
Dot.
Got some
That's a
things to
dot.
work on. Was not a dot.
Okay, so much for our
Yep.
halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
I thought that guy was my guy.
Yeah.
The defender.
So both teams
That
have
is
their
not a
marching
dot.
orders, and we're going again here in quarter number 3.
All right, we're deuce close into the end of this stretch.
Sure.
This is taken
Yes.
at the 3. And not a bad return.
All right, actually go gun trip side and offset. Gun trip side and offset X under.
We have a 5-point lead.
Just do that. What I said. Gun trip side in
They have the
offset
lead, now they'll be
X under.
looking to extend that
Great
lead.
play.
And this is where I enjoy talking about
Don't
one of my favorite
don't
subjects.
defense. Eyes on the defense. Eyes on the defense. I'll look at the chat. Eyes on the defense.
You've done things in a certain way in the first half,
Run the ball.
and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make
That's
their
fine, I don't care.
adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace.
Good cut.
because you are
Great
looking
cut.
for
Good
some
job.
separation in this ball
The
game.
adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show
Give
them
me
one thing,
X under again.
hit them with something else.
5 yards on the
Okay, we got
carry.
open
Good
side.
on first
Smoke screen
down.
far left. I want you to hit Evans in his face, but
What
only,
kind of-
only if it's
it's
there.
man?
That's a LB passing. He's playing zone. That's why he's up in the box. He's in zone.
Looking to throw
X.
on second down.
That's
Looking left side, and he's got him in.
Don't get happy feet. Don't get. That's fine. Just I'm saying, don't get happy feet. X under. Go.
my favorite movie.
Don't get happy feet. Quick audible zone. Inside zone. Quick audible. Right away.
It's third down.
No. Couple fake hot
It's
routes.
there. It's there. It's there.
Come- all right.
It's right there.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson.
That's
And he's
disgusting.
got
Go. No huddle. Go.
first down yardage to the
Okay.
35.
All right. Smoke far left.
We
No. Smoke far left. Just do it.
Five roller.
Go.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part
job,
of their
good job.
offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to
Go.
the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much.
All right. Flip it. Flip it.
It's a
Give me
gain
0-1
of
trap.
3
Flip it.
yards
0-1
that
trap.
time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Flip it. 0-1 trap.
I forgot to flip it. I apologize. I was going to ask you about
Sure.
that.
You're losing playing against a good quarterback.
Great
like
movie.
he is.
Fantastic. Go.
Don't play too much zone.
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think
Inside zone D.
Oh!
Inside zone D. Not.
go to a zone blitz
Oh,
scheme,
one trap.
and
X
you can
under.
drop anyone out of your
Smoke
defensive
screen far left.
defensive end.
He's gonna try and take away your resources right. You're gonna crib him in the face with his corner out, okay? Or if he gives it the underneath right, just take it.
Sorry.
What are you doing?
I wasn't paying attention. What is it? I'm sorry. That juke. Did you see
I
that
don't care.
juke?
Let's go. Pay
What do you want me to do? What do you want me to
attention.
do?
Run the ball. That's all you got. Go. Go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott.
Game, not the chat. I got the
I
chat.
know.
You want to win or what? All right. X under.
That's a good play by the
It's
guys
fine.
on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to
So the Mike Evans thing is a man play?
Yeah, hold on. Smokes. Give me smoke screen to far left. Okay, here's what I want you to do. I think he's in man. He's going to cover here. You should be able to have this, but I want you to motion Evans one step in. When he makes his break on the corner, that's crib sesh.
LB?
Yes, but you can have a lot of guys you can throw to. You can't just bail on one. Go. Wise open. Wise open. Throw it to him. Throw it to him. Good job. Good cut. All right, we're going to come out in strong eye H-twin.
Gronk thing or no?
Nope. We got another play for him. He hasn't
H-twin?
seen it yet. Yeah, he hasn't seen it. Flip
Should
it.
I
Get sub in your real guys in.
Sub
Sub
back in there? Sorry, I don't have every guy in
You do.
I don't.
Just go. Hurry. I need you to pick the play. You don't have anyone there, so get out of that. I want to make you take timeout because you're terrible at play calling.
Stretch?
Yeah. You're honestly like, it's bad. When you get in the menus, you're bad.
What do you want me to do?
Run.
Run in the middle.
Run.
Run?
Go.
Sure.
Yes. All right, I want you to go gun bunch. Come out in Z spot and go. Flip it. Flip it and then call Z spot and go.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just
Z
a
spot
cover corner.
and go.
Some of them will stick
Okay.
their nose in there.
He's going to sit on this.
Yeah, he is.
So I want you to quick elbow right.
A big loss
I want you
for
smart
the
route, Gronk's
offense
route.
After that nice tackle.
I want you to put Mike Evans on a hitch. I want you to put David Johnson out, and I want you to motion Brown out left on a slant. You can playmaker the hitch, but I want you to look to Gronk for a help point pass for a touchdown.
I put.
Like that's
How many hot routes do I do? I don't have a conductor.
that's fine.
That's a lot of hot routes. I got them all in too.
No, don't come out in that. Come out in bunch trail. We're gonna out route the tight halfback. Out route Brown.
Out route the back. Out route Brown.
Motion Brown out on the out.
I think he's in man or zone.
Just I can't. We don't know. I think he's in zone. I cover 2, but make a read. You know X got him. Got him. That's it.
That's terrible, Stick.
That's it.
I'm 13-14.
Hit B. Hit B. Want you to go strong. Strong eye. Right there. H-wing flip it. F trail. You're gonna go to the fullback out of the backfield for Kobe when he breaks up.
What do you mean? He's on to Texas?
Mm-hmm. He's not gonna see it coming. He's gonna go.
Gronk.
He's gonna bail on the Davis.
Kelsey.
You got Gronk in the back of the end zone, but go. Big play. Stop. You're not gonna see it coming. Got it. See. Go.
Over 2.
What do we got? Hold on.
Do some math. Carry the 2.
No. Extra point. You want to make it 11.
Sorry, he's.
Oh, 11. 12? I don't know. I don't know the situation. I can't do this. I can't do this. This is not my strength.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did,
Why?
how they moved
Freeze your
the
stream?
ball
Don't.
downfield.
Just don't watch it.
Very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Time running out here on the play clock. They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out.
Gibbs kicked this.
Want me to take over?
I got it. Pop this one time.
You want me to take the control?
Just yell the buttons.
No. You're going to miss the hit stick. Call pause. Pause it. Pause it.
Osarino.
Now I'm left here with no controllers. Do 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 do. Just me in the chat. Me in the chat. Me and the chat.
We win.
I don't know. You haven't done anything yet.
Winning.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see
Where we
what
going?
they can do.
And I can't wait to
Tree,
see
tree, 5?
what they have.
Tree 5. Set the blitz up for cover 2.
Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of
You need to shift your line left. Or crash your pinch your linebacker. So that's good.
sometimes they throw
Good
in that
blitz.
big chunk play right away.
What if I just use her like a beast but drop the pick anyway?
All right, give me cover 2 this time.
See what
Give me the
they
cover
have
2
up
blitz
their
this time.
sleeve. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that
Crash
time.
2.
And now
Eyes on the game. Because that's why you don't get your setups in.
Base align, press, shift line, shift up, pinch backers.
Hover.
Hover.
Pass connect.
Yeah.
You're not hovering, right?
Throwing again. Stafford. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before
Eyes on the game! Man to man now, because that's all you have time for.
I got plenty of time.
There you go.
gain of 13 for
You don't even have audible to man.
first down.
Yes, I do.
Press.
Stafford on first down.
Screen.
And he is going to be taken down.
How's it
That
going?
should
You
be
said this
Alright,
was
3
a
3 5
coverage.
wide.
this third
3 3 5 wide.
Joe
What's up, Mini MJ?
You've played vast majority coverage. Give me 3 3 5 wide.
Gas him up.
Yeah, I think he's going to run a
Three
screen
Sam?
here. Yeah.
Alright, what is the setup?
Baseline press, spread backers, global blitz right backer, shift line right, crash right, hover. Right stick.
On second down, here's Stafford. And
Real
right,
bad.
the tight
Me?
end's got
Real
it.
bad.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Give me Sam will blitz.
20 yards.
Just baseline press and shift backers and global backers, global zone, that's it, just coverage. Shift the line.
Did you say that?
For crying out loud, just shift the line.
He's going to hit his man out of the
I won't.
backfield, complete. And this time not
Let's go!
30, it'll be
What is it? Base align, show blitz, pinch,
It'll be a
spread,
pickup of just
crash,
2, and it's a second
move.
down.
Pathetic.
He ran.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he ran.
Doesn't matter.
I know. I can see it.
Let's go!
What is it? Base
Oh
align.
my god!
Show blitz.
It's pathetic.
Show blitz.
There's no wonder you can't get setups in. You literally can't get setups in because you don't pay attention.
Pick. And game over. I am so good. I am so good. I am so good. We're gonna get the quit.
30, 20, 10.
I'm not happy that you got rewarded for that.
Rewarded for what?
You didn't get a touchdown.
He was about to go in. That guy was hardly up here. Bam! That's how you get a W. Victory. Good coaching.
Thank you. It's the fun offense, right? There's a lot to it. There's a lot going on. There's a
of
lot of
offense
plays.
there.
A lot
I'm
of
going
offense.
back to it.
It's good. There's so many formations.
I'll go back to it.
You didn't have to run gun bunch.
Didn't even need to.
Right.
Quality was
Acceptable.
actually good. The quality was actually good. Our stream quality got a little weird during that game. I don't know what it is, but definitely appears OBS is dropping some frames on you guys, so I appreciate you guys sticking around. Anything else we got to do?
Yeah, we'll put the adjustments in the description.
Yeah,
Show.
add that to the video.
And if not, you could just watch the game a million times because we
We set them every time.
baseline press.
That's the benefit of a coached game is you get consistent updates.
Tell you what, coaching is not easy.
It's not. It's hard.
It's gonna not be very easy to listen to and play. And
You have no
I do.
compassion.
I don't.
You have no compassion.
I can.
You're a robot.
I really don't. I
Right.
know.
Where I would tell you things you can do. You
I-
just tell me what the facts are, and then I'm left looking like the idiot.
No, it's not. There's certain things that you set up against certain things. That's what I'm trying to get you to. That's what I'm trying to get you to. Because here's why. You could literally be one of the best players because you have good instinct, but that's probably why you're good. That's what makes you good. You have great instinct. But you need that extra like oomph of like knowledge of like if I do this setup, I will stop this thing that keeps causing me pain.
Yes.
That's the one thing you're missing. I'm too much of a robot. I don't trust instinct enough, which then gets me into trouble because I'll be stubborn and no, I'm doing this, and then I force things and then it breaks down. That's like what happens.
Or you imagine things that aren't there.
Correct.
Yeah. All right. That is it for this episode of This Week in Madden. TWIM 236. If you guys have questions for next week, make sure to leave them in the mailbag. Subscribe to the channel. We'll break them down more and more. And until next time, guys, don't forget to lock up. We'll talk about some more popular defenses coming up next week. We'll show you how to beat them. We'll do a couple more challenge games. Maybe we'll get some squads rolling in. And we'll talk until then. Thank you very much to the chat. I'm going to hang around and answer some questions in the comments. If you guys want to hang out, we'll get a rematch in between us coming up soon. So don't go anywhere. Thanks for tuning in, boys.